Fortnite Edition gaming chair, the Raven. You can see it's going to be purple and black, and this is going to be a simple unboxing and an instructional on assembly. So, got a pen here because I don't have a trusty name like everybody else. And let's get to it. After researching this for 2 days, as a matter of fact, shout out to Newegg, y'all. I ordered this 2 days ago and it showed up this morning. So that's like a day and a half between payment and shipping. Amazing. Very good service. Very good service. Like I was saying, we searched this for about a day or two, and it came up on multiple top 10, top 5, and top 3 lists. You had some people complaining about it in terms of the way the packaging came, but as you can see, my packaging is just fine. We're going to show you what we got here. So, to the side. This looks like an armrest. Second armrest, 2 armrests. Let me just move that back here. A couple armrests. We have a difficult time getting into the box, but that's just because I'm stupid. This has got to be hardware or casters, the wheels to feet. Another brown box in here, if I can get it out. I don't know what this is actually. This might be the base. We have the back of the chair. And we have the seat. So, just a little simple cleanup real quick, guys, so I can kind of get myself together. Alright. Gonna get this box out of the way. I've already done the research in terms of how to put this thing together. So every tutorial told me to start out with the base. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into this box right here. Like a kid at Christmas time. Yeah, I was right. This is the base. And the casters are actually inside. So that other box has to be hardware. So we got 5 casters. Going with the Raven theme from Fortnite. This is the purple and black. Just gonna open that up. See what we got there. Cool. Right? Bag of casters, wheels, feet, whatever you want to call them. Also purple and black theme. I'm hoping I don't need a hammer for this. No, I can just sit flush. Yep. Cool. So no extra work there. Very simple. Next step, according to all the other research I've done, is the gas lift, which I'm assuming is in this mysterious brown box right here. Get to it. Yes, it's the rest of the hardware. So, okay. And they've done the work for you actually. They send you all the hardware and it's like pre-separated packaging, so you know exactly what pieces you're looking at. It's labeled with the alphabet actually, O, P, N, J, I, K, L, and M. And I'm assuming somewhere And in one of these boxes we have the instructions. Otherwise, yours truly might run into a bit of a problem. And I don't see any instructions in here. So, oh, looks like they're on the bottom of the chair base in the package. Voila. Okay, so basically the instructions come in Spanish and English. It's only one page. We're past step 1 and we're in the middle of step 2. So it says step 2, insert the casters. We've done that to the base, and insert the gas lift, which is in here, followed by the gas lift cover. So let's open up the gas lift, and hopefully the cover is in here too. Just want to make sure we're doing this properly. So whoever sits down in this chair, whether it be me with the grandkid or the wife, we don't fall and seriously injure ourselves. The gas lift. The gas lift cover looks like it comes in pieces. Let me see if I can't get that out of there. Yeah, there's another one in there. Yeah, voila. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming that this has to, yeah, it actually goes in sections. It should look like a cone after you're done with it. All right, so we've got the gas lift. It doesn't really say which way to put it in, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so this looks like it should go there. The slimmer side goes upward, and the gas lift cover looks like it just sits right there. You have to push these things down, guys, otherwise they won't expand properly. And it looks like this little red, or little orange rather, button here is probably what lifts the seat up and down as per the chair lift here, or the bottom of the chair. We're just gonna lift, lock, blah, blah, blah. Just taking a look at it so we know what we're doing, guys. We might actually have this in backwards. Not sure yet, but we'll figure it out soon enough. Yeah. Okay, so we've got step 2 taken care of. Step 3, we move on to the bottom of the seat. It says attach seat plate H to the bottom of the seat using bolts M and J washers. So you have to look for M and J here, bolts and washers. And this actually comes with 2 tools. You have a large and a small hex key. And that's all you should need for this assembly. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't work that out. Just gonna move the base over. Slide the bottom of the seat closer and unwrap. Guys, we chose this one because it was a really good deal. Newegg had it on sale from $269 to $130. And then if you sign up to Newegg, you get another 10% off. And they take care of delivery. So in total, I spent $130.65, and it should have been somewhere around $141, $142 normally. So it wasn't a bad deal at all. All right. A little shoulder injury, so you're gonna bear with me. Right. So we're looking at the bottom of this, and it tells you that there's a right side and a left side. Maybe I should turn this around for you guys. Okay, there's a right side and a left side. So we are going to look at the bottom of this seat here and see where it should actually be according to the manufacturer's specifications. It should actually be on the right hand side. So the levers that are on the bottom of this should actually be on the left side, and it has a photograph to show you exactly how to position it. This way you don't get it wrong, because I was just about to get it wrong. So basically you just move this closer, line up the holes for the hardware, the screws rather, for those of you who don't understand that part of what I'm saying. And grab your hardware packet and look for bolts M and J washers. J washers are in the middle, bolts M are to the bottom of this situation here. So we're gonna just let those out of the bag there, or let them out of the packaging. I just have to poke a hole in them to get the screws out, guys. Boom, boom. 4 bolts. I have to assume that there's got to be an easier way to do that. I told you guys, sometimes I amaze myself. But let's see what we can do about getting into it. Let's get the washers out of here. Let's just go ahead and just destroy this whole package so we can kind of move forward. Okay. Got our 2 hex keys, got our 4 bolts, and the washers are dead center. So I'm just gonna kind of poke a hole in the center of this thing here and push up like it was a little pillbox or something. Now it looks like they give you more than the 4 washers required for this particular step. So I'm just gonna fast forward and read through to see if there are any more areas where the J washers are necessary. And step 5 tells me that there are. So step 5, there are 3 more washers that belong back here. So I'm gonna take 4 and that leaves exactly 3, okay? So let's go ahead and get this seat lift on the bottom. Just wanna size up the hex key first to see which one I'm using. We're going to use the smaller of the hex keys, guys, the small one. All right, and boom. That's 1. That's 2. 3 and 4 here. And I'm just gonna tighten those down. Tighten them till they're snug. Don't break the wood of the seat or you're gonna be very displeased with yourself. So, while we're doing that, gonna try to, guys, like I was telling you before when I started this channel not so long ago, I'm really new to this, so I'm gonna learn actually how to speed up the monotonous portions of the videos. So like I said, just cut me a break in the meantime. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3 and 4. Don't get it twisted. I'm just literally screwing these in so you guys can see that it's not a difficult process, but I'm about to lift this thing up and make sure that everything is snug and secure by just giving it a couple of more torques, or turns rather, to make sure we don't miss nothing. Feel me? If you're anything like me, you don't want anything to do with falling because of loose keys or loose screws rather. This one you're gonna actually have to get underneath one of the levers for the chair itself. So you just take your L key, short side is what you're going to be using, and just use the handle to kind of tighten it up a little bit. and that should do it. There you go. So it looks like our chair controls are now attached. Moving on to step 4, insert gas lift C onto seat plate. Okay, so we're gonna take the seat with the seat plate and manage to turn this upside down, or right side up rather, and kind of center it. Okay, easy enough. Hey guys, it's 75 degrees outside right now. It's super hot in here. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We ain't opening no windows or nothing, so excuse me if you see a little extra sweat coming off the brow or the upper lip, but it's serious in here. All right, so we have our L keys. We have our 3 additional washers, so I have to assume that the back is next, which would make sense to everybody in the world. All right, so we've got our 3 washers. We have our 3 bolts back here. Wait a minute. Let's see what we're talking about. FFP. So we've got a bunch of, a few P screws here that I really don't see in the, so in the P section of your hardware packet, you have to match that letter P up with the instructions, and it'll tell you that letter P, because I didn't read it all the way through, is spare parts. So don't worry if you don't get an opportunity to use these. They're there because they're extras, okay? You just want to just focus on putting the rest of the chair together, guys, because if you follow the way I'm doing it, then you're going to be all left and right of yourselves. So we're moving over to the back of the seat. Yes, I'm dragging it. It's heavy. All right. All right. It's packaged up pretty good. They do that to preserve, I guess, the leather, which would make sense, and the actual bottom of the seat here, where the bolts go into the back of the base of the chair, which is pretty smart. So far so good, guys. I mean, I don't see one flaw with the presentation. I don't see one difference in the advertisement. And the box came in very good shape. Like I said, it got here super early, so you can't be mad at that. So let's go ahead and move forward. Just taking it out of the package in here. Right. And if any of you guys are familiar with Fortnite, and trust me, I'm familiar with Fortnite, but I don't play. You know what I'm saying? Just thought this seat looked cool. It would be helpful because I've been sitting on this tin chair for the longest. I've had this tin chair for almost 10 years, and just decided out of the blue one day after talking to the wife, like, listen, I want to buy this chair. And she's always encouraging, so she's like, go ahead, get it. Go ahead and buy it, buddy. So, so can't be mad at that. All right, so we're just gonna try to maneuver. You want to pull down this leather flap because it has Velcro, which attaches under the back of this seat here. So you want to make sure that you use that space and make sure that the Velcro is actually pulled down so you don't miss that particular step. So I'm just making sure that the Velcro is pulled all the way down, and I'm going to put these bolts in the chair. So I've got the chair directly in front of me, as you guys can see. Looking at the instructions, it's just pretty much telling you to do what I just did. Slide the back of the chair into the bracket. Use the bolts J, I, and L. J, got those. I and L, got those as well. and attach them, and I'm assuming with the larger hex key, because we've kind of exhausted the other one. So let's see, J, I, and L. Now, L is self-explanatory. J are the washers, but I are another set of washers that I'm literally looking at just to see if I can kind of figure out which one goes first. They're those washers that are like halfway opened up. So you have to be very careful with them, and they're very, very small. So we just want to make sure that we don't lose any of those. And they give you exactly 3 of them specifically for this part of the task. So, just assuming correctly, we've got 2 sets of washers, 3 apiece, and the bolts that fit or that secure the back of the chair to the base of the chair. So, let's go ahead and maneuver that properly. And as suspected, yep, you're going to be using the larger of the hex keys. Okay? So, I'm just going to tilt this forward a little bit just to kind of get a view of the bolt holes. I'm going to take one of each of those 2 washers. And let me see, does it say anything specific about that? Align back cushion with seat plate and attach with bolts, spring washers, and regular washers, J washers. Okay, so the spring washers and the J washers are supposed to be on the outside together. Whatever you guys say, I'm with it. Let me just put all 3 of these together simultaneously. This way we can just grab and go as we're screwing these together. So that's 2, and this is going to be 3. And let's see if we can't get a little tilt. Here we go. There we go. Perfect alignment back here. Just tilt it forward just a little bit, guys. This way you can kind of see the alignment. That's 1. All right. Number 2 is giving me a little bit of a problem here, but we'll get it working. Go in the hole. Okay. These things are bugging out right now. Alright. So, yeah, it looks like just got to line with the threads. There's 2. And guys, I'm holding this with my legs so we don't put too much pressure on the arms, and you can actually get a good, kind of stabilize the chair while you're doing this. And as usual, nothing is ever as smooth as you want it to be. So I've got my larger L wrench with me back here, and we're just assisting that last bolt. And then we're going to just go ahead and tighten them all up. Once you got them threaded in the holes, it's easy, easy, until you drop the tool like I just did, which is cool. Alright, guys. There we go. So, back to this particular step. This is not the final step, but why would it be the final step, guys? Because we still have arms to put on this chair. All right. Boom. Boom. And bolt number 3 is what we're working on right now. Okay, good business. So that's the back, that's the front. Gonna work on putting the arms on right now. Remember, those were the first 2 that we actually pulled out of the box. So again, not rocket science stuff, guys. Just information. All right. Like I said, it's hot in here, so we're gonna see me sweat. Okay. Armrest G to back cushion A and cushion B. Guys, don't complicate this. All right. Their arms. Find out which is the left, find out which is the right, and use the last set of bolts and caps to put them on. We know that P is the spare parts. So after you've gotten this far, you're only left with N as in Nancy and K as in kilo. Those are the only 2 left. You bust them out of this package and you get moving. All right? Which is what I'm about to do right now. These are the washers. These are the caps for the arms. You got 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Be very careful, guys, because they only send you 4. That's all you're gonna get. So you don't want your chair looking corny because you left one, you dropped one, and one went into the garbage by accident, and one rolled under the couch and you ain't trying to go get it. Trust me, been there. All right, boom. 4 caps, 4 bolts, and just picked up one of the arms. We're gonna figure out which one this is right now. If you're not able to figure it out, look on the instructional booklet, but I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, because you're gonna understand that the way these are made, they have like this little silver ring on the back side, and on the interior side of it, it looks like it should be on the inside of the chair. Okay, so this is obviously going to be on the right hand side of the chair facing the camera. It's going to be on this side of the chair, so that's what we're going to work on. No washers, no extra stuff, guys. Just simple, straightforward, in your face, screw it onto the chair. And if I'm not mistaken, these should also be the larger. Yep, the larger of the bolts. So just line it up. Get your hex key. Thread it just a little bit. I never recommend tightening it right away because you don't know how much of the arm you're going to have to adjust to get it to link up with the other hole. So just want to make sure that you thread just a little bit more than I just threaded that bottom one, because the bottom one just fell out. So we got the top right. I'm about to get the bottom right now. And guys, this is not a heavy chair, okay? It's just big and tedious. If you need help, ask for help. But this is literally a one-man job. If you need to, get to. Okay. And truth be told, this would have been a lot faster had I used my own tools. I have a DeWalt drill somewhere in the house. And several drill bits that would have taken care of this. But again, I decided to go with the manufacturer's tools because I don't want to damage the chair. I got a great deal on it. It was literally almost like half off the regular price. Who wouldn't want that? Right? So, gonna bust this open. This is the other arm. Again, not tough stuff. Before I put on the other arm, let's go ahead back to the other side and pop the caps in. and they just fit right into the screw holes of the arm. You should hear them snap once they're actually in. And you just gotta kind of coax it in there. That's one, and two is right here on the bottom. And if you're having a tough time like I'm having right now, just use your other hand and your finger and then just coax the actual cap into the hole. Don't try to use a sharp object or anything like that, because you're gonna find yourself very disappointed if you punch the leather on this thing. And yes, it's a leather chair. According to the specs, it's leather. It has a 155-degree tilt back on this thing, which is really cool. You can kind of lay down in it. And my personal favorite has a footrest, because I'm lazy. So, getting that other arm on there right now. Got the first few threads in like we talked about. Just getting them in there a little bit more so they don't fall off. Or the arm doesn't fall off, rather. And we're just matching the bottom arm with the interior bolt hole or the seat bolt hole. We're about 97% there, guys. Not even 97%. I'm about to say 99%. It makes more sense. But it's not a huge chair, even though the box is ridiculously huge. My wife took a look at it and was like, "Where you gonna put that at?" And I was like, "In the same place I used to keep the 10 chairs." It just looks different. It looks different in the box because it looks like it's big and cumbersome, and it's a little intimidating, especially if you're not used to having an office type piece of furniture in your home. I purchased this again because I ain't got no booty, and that 10 chair was hurting me. So, and after the last two videos, I wanted something nice to sit in while playing with my, excuse me if you will, my rebuilt computer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm having a lot of fun with it. You know what I'm saying? As you can see from the third post that I put on the channel, guys, we got some vacation photos of me and the wife there, and it's going pretty good. Just put in one of the last caps for the chair, putting that last cap right now, and only thing left to do is to test it out. So before I even play myself and sit in it, we're gonna make sure that the gas lift works. So that would be the lift, as you can see, and your body weight is going to actually assist in pushing this thing back down. So as you can see, me sitting in it for the very first time, very comfortable, allows me to lean back. Oh, 155 degrees, beautiful stuff. If I were to, let's say, there you go, I'm all the way back, guys, and you can see that the arms of the chair, they move back with me as I adjust the chair. So if I'm really lazy, right here in the center, you got these two bars here, and it allows you to flip your leg seat up. So going all the way back, oh yeah, she's never gonna be able to get me out of this thing. This is it. This is it right here. I can even stop it. This is gonna be so good. So good, guys. All right. So that's pretty much it. This is the Fortnite Raven gaming chair build right here on Phoenix Tech TV. And if you have any questions, shoot me a comment, like, subscribe, share the video with some of your friends, and we're out.